Hello, welcome to Literary as FECK with so it's me and Nick as usual. Hello there, Nick. But we are joined once again by who's that there then?
Gavin Whittaker, so you know it's going to be a lowbrow read tonight.
Yes, it's that learned professor of literature, Gav Whittaker, and we'll put a link to. Well, hang on, yeah. Have you you did write about this, did you? At length or not?
I just briefly posted about it.
That's right. Okay. Yes. Okay. But anyway, regardless, I would like to thank you, Gav, from the bottom of my ball bag for one of the most insane reads, I think. This even puts that Eat Them Alive book in the shadow somewhat. This thing is it's Anyway, yes. So we're talking about and we'll give a bit of context for this in a minute, but it's an Iowa Inferno, an erotic story of forbidden lust, possibly aka The Scream of the Cicadas, and maybe from around 1975, and maybe by someone called Lucille Simmons. And you can read this for yourself. You can find it over at archive.org, and it's a brisk 70 odd pages. But how did you stumble across this, Gav? Isn't this on some kind of online periodical or something that I never heard of before, actually, I admit?
There's that online periodical called Penicillin Magazine that they review like books and films, publish fiction, and they've been like publishing this book like in chapter by chapter. But I managed to find the whole thing on archive. It's quite something, isn't it?
Jesus Christ, yeah.
So I suppose, I mean, I do have questions about the veracity of this. So like because the story is right. I mean, according to the person who's uploaded it, that this is a manuscript found like behind a chest of drawers, basically written by like the granny, basically of the family. And if this is the case, and I want desperately to believe that this is all true, I would love to believe that this is something that they found that someone's granny wrote in the
Yes,
70s.
with an attached letter as well from Manor Books saying
Yes.
that they should seek medical attention
Yes,
along with
professional
a
help.
rejection
Yes.
slip.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, the story is wonderful, but I do have questions about whether this is real or whether
Yeah,
this is something
I
somebody has
was
more
wondering if it
recently
was an
put
elaborate
together.
hoax as well.
Yeah.
So it's been
But I don't know if it actually matters in terms
no,
of
I
my
don't think it matters
enjoyment
either.
of the read. I don't think that matters, but
But in penicillin, are there any the way it's framed there, the way it's been? Are there any clues as to whether this is a, or do you have any thoughts yourself, Gav, as whether this is a genuine thing or a hoax? Or
I don't know. I mean, I'd like it to be true, and the bit about the orphanage and psychiatric help seems like the truest part of that. But I don't know. It's all a mystery. Isn't it?
so in penicillin, they've just been serializing it, and that's it. There's no framing or anything, or
Just like a reproduction of uh, sort of the explanation of the book on archive, really, the grand author.
right. So pretty much what you get at archive.
Yeah, there's no further clues. I don't know if we'll ever get any more further clues as to this book.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if someone told me someone is just it's a prank, that's fair enough. I would believe it as well. But there's something naggingly like how can I say it's like it seems almost written like there's an impulse and a need and like a psychotic like repetitive thing to it that also strikes me as this might just be
real. No, it
yeah
Could be, as I said, like I don't know. That's that, and maybe that's even better. And maybe I don't want to know. It's that thing of like I don't want to
Yeah,
kill to find the golden egg. I'd rather believe the story, even
right.
though the introduction of certain elements does seem
Yeah. Well, if
weirdly
yeah,
not.
so if you're Lucille Simmons or someone who knows, keep it to yourself. Don't
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
us.
yeah, yes. I want to live in a world where I mean, because I wish my granny had written this book. I would be incredibly pleased if I found out that my granny had yeah had this hidden side
What family members transcribed all this thing and put it on the internet,
uh,
despite protests from
from other
apparently other
family members.
family.
Yes.
Um,
Um,
yeah, so well, if without further ado, if unless either of you have it, I'm just gonna basically explain what happened because I just to kind of lay out the plot, I think is probably
but
enough.
what I think it is, it reads to me like a letter to Penthouse that got wildly out of control. Like that's to me, it has that element of like if you remember going flipping through like 1970s issues of yeah.
Yeah, not yeah, like
Yeah.
Readers' Wives as by Ted Bundy or something.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. But that goes really off the rails as yeah. Anyway,
And
but
it
go on.
keeps wrong. Yeah, so basically this is right. So the setup is yeah, Iowa, a kind of I guess I'm imagining like it's like a shack in the woods or something, right? We
A
have
very hot summer.
yes, very loud cicadas.
Very, very, very loud. Yes.
Yeah. And we are introduced to there's a Nam vet father, Earl,
Hmm.
his 18-year-old son Thad, and
Yep.
his slightly older 22-year-old a hot slut daughter, McCourtney, right?
Hmm.
Who has a hippie boyfriend called Jace.
Yes.
And straight off the bat, McCourtney is just super horny all the time, right? And
Since quitting college, Clive, she traded modesty for sheer nighties that hugged her curves and panties so thin, the dark, wild tangle of her pubic hair was starkly visible.
yeah, you get a lot of pubic hair chat in this book.
Hmm.
And so yeah, straight off the bat, McCourtney basically um, seduces her brother, right?
Yeah, well, at first for I mean, yeah, but partly by having sex with Jace,
In front
like
of
in
him, and
front
she
of
knows
him.
he's watching. Yeah, and there's
Yeah.
this whole internal monologue all the time. Yeah, you fucking perv, you're gonna watch that, you fucking perv, and like it's just yeah, it's pretty full on. And yes, and eventually incest, including
She really enjoys it from behind and
yes,
in all
sodomy,
orifices as well.
sodomy and incest combined.
Hmm.
There we go.
Quite amazingly in the final scene, actually, in a very unexpected way, sodomy and incest and necrophilia all dovetail.
Yes, and these
Um,
these
spoilers,
escalate.
spoilers, by the way, folks.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, spoilers for all of
you might
this,
want to
but
pause this episode, go
and
read the
read it.
72
Yeah, it won't
pages.
take you long.
Yeah.
You'll come back with a raging boner, and then watch us, and that'll kill it, stone dead. Um, Yeah, and so that kind of escalates then when she kind of plays because so her thing is being in control, right? So she sends the father off to the pub to get drunk, and she's into the mind control. She's into playing these two guys off against each other, to a point where Jace, the filthy hippie, as we keep getting told, Jace and Thad are like both boning McCourtney, and then in the middle stop to kind of taunt each other. One by saying, "Hey, you filthy hippie," and then the other one's like, "Yeah, well, I voted for Nixon twice," and I it's like, which
Yeah.
is
Well, Nixon is a recurring figure in this as well.
Nixon will return. Yes. Now we also have a biker gang,
Yep.
who who are later on as well get arrested for throwing a black baby to a dog.
Yep.
Um, which is it's just like an extra layer of
Gross and
nastiness for
grim.
no
Yep.
reason at all. Uh, okay, all well and good. Now then, we are introduced to one of the finest character names in all of literature, Father Lovebones, the local priest. I mean, Father Lovebones. Yeah, yeah. Graham Linehan and Arthur Matthews couldn't have come up with better, I think.
No.
Father Lovebones. So yeah, so Thad seeks redemption from Father Lovebones, but Father Lovebones end up getting seduced by McCourtney and fucks in
Well,
the
that's a
confessional
dream,
box.
though, isn't it? I think that's a sort of dream or fantasy.
I don't know. The whole thing is like a fever dream, right?
Fever
I don't
dream.
know.
Sorry, at what point because there's also the teacher, right? There's the art teacher who
That's
is
a little
concerned
bit
about
later
that.
on, yes. Yeah.
Okay, right.
Plus, we should just say at this point as well, going to the kind of um like I said, it's almost written by someone like with a compulsion. Like the number of times we've been told how hot it is outside and how thick the pubic hair is and all of this and exactly what McCourtney is wearing or not wearing. I mean,
Hmm.
there's a lot of that, right?
Yeah, yeah. And every time she gets aroused or anyone gets aroused, their core tightens. This is
There's a lot of core
core
tightening.
tightening. Yes.
Yes. And a lot, yeah, and a lot of fuck, I've got you under my control now. Like just like a cyclical, it's like a repetitive, like I don't know, like a bass riff or something,
Yes,
and
yes.
it's
It's like an
excellent.
early Stooges song or something like that. Like one of
Yeah,
those,
like
yeah,
it
like a dirge.
progresses and it changes and it moves on, and but at the same time, the engine for it is this like repetitive cycling of the same image. It really does seem like there's something genuine about it. I think, or it's a really well done pastiche. Yes, and then there's a brief interlude where McCourtney cuts off someone's tits and throws it in the river.
Jesus, yes, she's the Mexican waitress who's
That's
been
right.
she's been hitting on Jace or maybe Jace, the hippie, is having an affair with her, and then yeah, I
And
forgot
then
that.
while Thad is away at camp, so she's bored because he doesn't have anyone to tease, she decides to get a vibrator, take it home, and while watching that sexy bastard Nixon on TV, right?
Mm.
Millhouse. Oh, Millhouse.
Yeah, yeah,
She's
keeps talking about his like flappy dewlaps, like in this kind of hypersexualized way,
yeah,
like
I've
his yeah,
never
his
seen
wobbling jowls. You're like,
I've never seen Nixon quite in this context before.
only Hunter S. Thompson would have dared, I think, go anywhere near this imagery.
There is a one of those sex films from the 60s that something weird put out. I can't remember. Is it Blonde on a Bum Trip or something? Maybe there's like a sex scene with people wearing Nixon masks, I
Oh.
think. So it, yeah.
Of course, that weird bit where she goes on about letting Nixon to appear in a pornographic magazine or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like Burt Reynolds, right?
Yes, like after retirement. Yeah. No, she loves our Millhouse. Yes. Anyway, so yes, there's also yes, there's an art teacher called Mr. Muffad, which is another good name. I mean, there's some real talent in here. It has to be
Mhm.
said, and that's her first. So she goes to the art teacher wants to see her because he's concerned that Thad has been drawing these pornographic pictures
Oh,
of her,
yes.
and also homicidal ones as well, right? Because
Mm.
he's like, I'll show you, you fucking bitch. Like it's a whole uh, pull there, like again the power thing. And then she tries to seduce Mr. Muffad, but it's her first rejection
Mm.
because it turns out Mr. Muffad is gay. And later
Mm.
on, we discover that he's having an affair with Father Lovebones.
Yeah, who apparently gives top quality head.
Yes.
Even McCourtney herself acknowledges that his lip action, etc., is like, yeah, this
Can
is
I
this
just
is
say as well, if
what it's doing.
there's no a rock duo out there yet not called Muffad and Lovebones, there
Oh
should
yes.
be. Yes, so there's an interesting little bit here as well because I thought, oh fuck, this is going to come up again in the climax and thing, but it never does, and it's a bit of a missed opportunity where a pissed off McCourtney goes home after being rejected, and seems to entertain the idea of using her father's grenades that he bought back from Vietnam, right, which he keeps under the bed. And I thought, oh, here we go. But that doesn't happen, surprisingly. It's a bit of a dead end, right? There's no grenade action. So this is playing kind of like a weird mix of shanty tramp on
Yes.
steroids and that film The Ravager, about the Vietnam vet who blows up couples having sex or something. I was thinking about those two films. Anyway, yeah, so she doesn't use the grenades. Yeah, it turns out Father Lovebone's an affair with Mufford, which she finds about. So she blackmails Mufford by asking him to kill her
Yes.
filthy hippie boyfriend Jace because she was having sex with the girl whose breast she cut off.
Hmm.
Um, which she does. Like she convinces him to put a sack on his head and attack Jace while he's with another couple of hippie girls, and they want to buy weed from him, right? And here's some dialogue from that scene when they make out, tongue each other's cunts, get me hard. I've always wanted to see some female faggots go at it. Then I'll introduce some cock to the equation. So he's quite he's
Again,
quite smooth, this filthy hippie Jace.
but again, that reads directly like something out of a Penthouse letter from circa 72 for sure.
Do it.
And he throws in some Led Zeppelin tickets.
Yes, do it, and I'll toss in a pair of Led Zeppelin tickets. They relented. Zeppelin's worth it. Oh yeah. So Mufford does indeed attack, but he fucks it up, and then the
Didn't go well for
police
him.
gun him down.
Yes.
McCourtney is so pleased at this development that she waits until everyone's gone home after his funeral and pisses on his grave. Right?
Oh yeah.
Rest in piss, she
Yeah.
says. Yeah, no, she's awesome. McCourtney is like yeah. Anyway, so uh
Yeah, and just when you think she can't be
meanwhile,
any more, when you think she can't be any more of an agent of chaos, she finds ways.
she's
Every,
brilliant.
every time she finds ways of moving the goalposts
She should be
further
played
towards.
in the live action version, which I'm sure they're prepared by what's her name from X and Maxine and Pearl and Infinity Pool. The current kind of scream queen. Damn, what is her name? You know who I mean, right?
Goth something. Mia Goth.
Mia Goth. Yes.
Oh,
I think
okay.
this is a role she was born to play. I think the world would be thankful for yeah. So Thad, in the meantime, falls for a Christian missionary with braces called Melody, right? She's going to be his salvation. And then the bikers return because they didn't have evidence to tie them to the killing of the quote tar baby. So they return. They and with McCourtney, they attack Father Lovebones in the church.
At some point, the biker gang does run a train on McCourtney, but well,
That's later
obviously,
on. Yeah.
yeah.
You're getting ahead of yourself. You're getting excited then.
But like I know that also Melody ends up
Oh
having
yeah, that's right. Yes.
but
Yeah. So
McCourtney
there's a
herself
big
earlier in the book, I think, has sex with the whole gang, basically.
yeah. So there's in the church. Yeah, there's a big gangbang. They crucify Father Lovebone. I love just saying the Father Lovebone, and as well, just for no good reason, just piss on the pews as well. Apparently, like graffiti and yeah. This is yeah. This is the biker gang to end all biker gangs. I think. Yes, it's got to be. It's got to be Satan's sadists.
I am flipping through, but I mean the book as we're talking, and this is from chapter 10. This is back to Millhouse. McCourtney's room was a shrine to Richard Nixon. Photos plastered on the walls, his jowly face staring from every angle, meeting Earl's bootstrap Republican approval. At least she's not a liberal, he said. She picked up a framed picture tracing Nixon's face, her tongue flicking out to lick it, slow and sexual, tasting the glass. Fuck, I want you, she thought. She wondered if he would ever consider posing nude in erotic magazines after leaving office. It just, anyway, it goes. He'd leave Pat for me, she fantasized.
One wonders what she would have made of Lyndon Johnson.
Oh, I know. Apparently, he was massively endowed. So the tales go.
So anyway, just when you thought, okay, this feels bonkers enough,
Mhm.
McCourtney ends up in the forest, in which she summons up Delvis, the forest dwarf.
Yes. Now, I
Who's
didn't actually.
Irish as well, apparently.
Oh, yes, yes.
Because he speaks, I'm imagining like kind of like a leprechaun or something, doesn't he? He has
Yeah,
a
he definitely has that. Yeah.
jolly Irish lilt, apparently. Does.
The word leprechaun's never used though, for some reason.
So McCourtney basically wants revenge against the town, right?
Hmm.
And
Because it's
also
boring.
because,
Because it's boring.
yeah, and also Melody as well is proving a bit of a threat because she's turned Thad's head, right?
Yes.
So yeah, so she gets Delvis the dwarf to summon none other than Cthulhu.
Hmm.
So there we go. And now Iowa Inferno is now officially part of the Cthulhu mythos.
Yeah, so this is when it does, I mean, this is when it perhaps jumps the shark, and this is where it tips its hand a little bit. This is where I did start to wonder, hang on, is this really the product of somebody's 1970? Now, again, you could well be a 1975 granny who, is into all manner of weird stuff, including H.P. Lovecraft. It's not beyond the realm of possibility. The
No,
paperbacks were definitely around at the time, but I don't know. It just starts to seem, it all starts to seem very contemporary in a weird way.
The
maybe
whole,
it
the
was
whole, the
Clark
whole chapter
Ashton.
just comes out of nowhere though. It's like suddenly becomes folk horror. And
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's Clark Ashton Smith under a pseudonym,
Oh, that could be where that could
wearing a
exactly.
granny wig and pretending like.
Oh, let's hope it's not Ramsey Campbell. This is we can ask him that next time we talk
Fess
to
up, Ramsey. Are you Lucille Simmons?
him.
Yes. So Cthulhu turns up. Faxan covers in purple slime stroke cum.
Yeah, again, because it all gets very tentacly, which again to me seems very
Yes, very
1990s
pre-tentacle
and
porn.
Japanesey. So
Yeah,
again, if it is honestly from 1975, then wow, Lucille was way ahead of her time.
yeah. I think we
You
need
know,
two versions. I think we do need the hentai anime adaptation alongside the live action
live
Mia
action.
Goth version.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Um, yes, and then yes, so then she tricks Melody into drinking Cthulhu's
Cthulhu's
cum
purple sperm, yes.
in a glass of milk.
Yep.
And of course, this has this drives her uncontrollable with lust, and yeah, she ends up getting a train pulled on her by the
Biker gang.
awesomely horrible biker gang, which
Hmm.
of course sends Thad over the edge. Meanwhile, she goes back home. I don't know. Thad kind of informs Earl, the Nam vet father, if you've forgotten about him,
Hmm.
and she comes home, and then he's driven insane, and he has these Nam flashbacks and stuff, and he strangles her, right? And then okay, it seems like okay, maybe there's put an end to her madness, and then Thad comes home and he finds what he thinks is McCourtney's
Face
dead
down.
body, right?
Yeah,
And he
face
decides,
down, thumb in the
okay,
air.
fuck, one more time, you're mine now, right?
Mhm.
And it turns out that it's Dad's corpse in bra and panties. Now, apart from how conceptually fucked up this is, I was just
Hmm.
thinking, like, he's been lusting after her nubile young body, right? The entire book, right? And we've had extreme detail. Did he not notice that he was sticking his cock in like
His dad's
a
hairy.
hairy Nam veteran? Is
I
it
mean,
all that it takes is just a broad pat?
I think any port in a storm, Clive. I
Did
think.
you not notice the cock and balls attached that weren't previously there? This is just insanity. And then the cops burst in.
Mhm.
He ends up dead in the electric chair. She gets away with it, basically. We also find out, because there's like a little addendum at the end, that the biker gang were killed by black revolutionaries.
Yes.
I mean, Jesus
Forgot about
Christ. What a
So, Animal House like epilogue about they went on to do this and they went to
yeah.
do that.
What
Yes.
a read. Like I steamed through this in pretty much one sitting. Like this was compulsive entertainment, I thought. I can tell Gav loved it because he's been in tears through most of this, and that's just from remembering the book. Nick, are you a fan? I'm assuming you must be.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously. As I said, the only thing was, as I got near the end, I did start to wonder about the authenticity of the piece. But I don't know that that actually matters. As I said, I think
No,
I want to believe
no.
I want to believe that it's somebody's granny's book, because that makes it even better.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty great, even if it's
Yeah.
not.
Well, even if it's not, just the fact that they decided to make that framing device
Mhm.
is like, damn it, I'm gonna say a stroke of genius.
Yep.
If it was still running, Melvin Bragg should be talking about it on the South Bank show. Maybe invite on whoever's pretending to be Lucille Simmons' granddaughter.
Bang over the head.
Yeah, yeah. I
Um,
mean, the thing is, it speaks for. I mean, what's more to be said? Really, I mean, it is. It is wall to wall bonkers, isn't it? Like,
yes, it is a fever dream. It's a book you feel like you hallucinated more than you read in a way. It's Yeah, and as I said, it is partly to do that kind of cyclical, repetitive, the fact that we keep coming back to certain images and
right,
but always tweaked, as you said. I think that was a perfect analogy of like the kind of the that Stooges dirge, like a 17-minute long song that just has that bass
right.
riff. Yeah, it's yeah. Um, yeah, tons of fun. I mean, obviously, maybe uh, trigger alerts for various things. It's not going to be for everybody, but I think the right kind of sense of humor and
Oh, I don't know. I think this is almost so. This is almost like you'd want to slip this to someone who'd be triggered by it, wouldn't you? Just to see how they'd react.
Yeah, we should probably be slipping this into libraries,
Yeah,
like
get it printed out.
bound,
Yeah,
yeah,
and just
properly
slip it
bound.
into, yeah, because it is quite. I don't know. I'm speechless, really. It's
There are no words.
yeah. No, once again, Gav, and I mean, goddamn nice find. Um, I am slightly curious, because I think I found the website, but I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. Tell us a little bit more about penicillin. Is
I'm
there
highly,
like
Clive, I'm highly allergic to it. That's what you need to know.
oh
That I
ho,
will, in fact, likely die if I am given it. So
is that
it's my,
true?
yes, yeah, yeah, it's my kryptonite. It's the only thing I'm allergic to. But
Penicillin,
yeah.
really? Oh, so that's why you have to endure your mentalist head.
No, no, I can take aspirin. I can take
All right,
Tylenol,
okay,
Clive. Yes. No, penicillin is used for infections, Clive, not for headaches.
right. I got a bit confused there. So if
Anyway,
you get an infection, What
Oh
do you
yeah, so
do?
there are non-penicillin based antibiotics that I can take, but yeah,
You like
not penicillin.
spread some vegan Marmite on it or something.
That's exactly what I do. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Anyhow, no. Sorry, Gav, go ahead. Tell us about Penicillin, the
Yeah, I was
magazine.
just wondering if there's any more along these lines, like,
Well, yeah, it's sort of mysterious magazine. It's all in film reviews and strange literature, and I'm not really sure how to describe it. You probably need to experience it yourself.
because it's free as well, right? As far as I could tell.
Yeah,
And when I looked at the website, I thought there'd be like, I don't know, a handful of. There's quite a lot of issues. Like either it's been running a long
I
time
think
or
it
it's very
comes out on like
prolific.
a fairly weekly basis. I think they've published a couple of things I've written in the past, like a couple of film reviews and West End Jungle, and some
All
of the
right.
book reviews I've done. Yeah,
So worth taking a longer look at.
yeah.
Okay.
And it's sorry, there isn't it's only online, or do they actually publish
No, I don't think it's actually published. I think it's up to about chapter 5 of this book at the moment. But like I say, if you want to experience the whole thing, it's on archive. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to have to wait month after month. I definitely something that needs to be
Yeah, no, I
Don't
can't wait.
install.
You need to find out um, what's McCourtney's pubic hair like now. Like it's
exactly.
been it's been half a page since I read about it. So
Um,
anyway, yes, we won't belabor the point. I mean, get yourself over to archive.org. An Iowa Inferno, an erotic story of forbidden lust. It's going to change your life, I think. Yes. Okay. Until until next time, where we certainly won't be reading anything near this insane. I can almost guarantee that, unfortunately. Uh,
Don't leave the building.
yeah. See you then.